countdown because it's just so biologically bizarre. And yet, once you watch the platypus in action, you soon discover that it's just a creature that's very specialized for hunting underwater. The platypus swims with eyes, ears, and nostrils tightly closed because it has another way of finding food in the murky depths. That strange beak isn't hard like a duck's bill. It's soft and flexible and lined with electroreceptor cells. That's why, unlike any other mammal, the platypus can detect the tiny electric currents produced by crustaceans every time they move a muscle. It's no wonder those early scientists thought the platypus was a hoax. It's such an odd creature that it must have sounded like just another animal invented by sailors who had spent too long at sea. After 6 months in a leaky boat, it's amazing the strange things you can see on a far-off and distant shore. Some mermaids have a lot in common with the platypus. According to the proprietor of the American Dime Museum in Baltimore, James Taylor.
Fiji mermaids were actually a folk art form, if you will, from Southeast Asia. They'd be cobbled together, half monkey, half fish, by fishermen and townsmen. And when Westerners first started going to the South Pacific and first started visiting Asia in the 1600s and 1700s, those things were believed to be by them living animals at one point in time. And of course, huge sums were exchanged for these little creatures, these half monkey, half fish mermaids.
It seems that humans have always been fascinated with the odd and unusual.
People are drawn to see the items of curiosity in the dime museums, and of course in any collection, because we're very curious monkeys. We are. We're a very curious species. We'll pull over on the side of the road to see a car wreck. We'll slow down to see a house afire, and we'll certainly go out and patronize a place that has a Fiji mermaid or a two-faced calf. We're always good to go for that kind of thing.
For most people, a feathered fish is about as believable as a mole with a beak. While the platypus would be quite at home in a dime store museum, our final contender is so strange that it seems to have come straight from your worst nightmare.
We've seen the 9 contenders. They're the oddest of the odd. There's only one creature that's more bizarre. It's number 1, and it's